Have you ever wondered about the current situation in Gaza and how it got to this point? It's a place where life teeters on the edge. Just recently, 31 premature babies were safely evacuated from Shifa Hospital in Gaza City. These tiny lives, already fighting for survival, were caught in a desperate situation, battling dehydration, hypothermia, and sepsis. Amid the chaos, the IDF's elite helicopter search and rescue unit also remains vigilant, evacuating injured soldiers from the battleground. Now, let's take a step back and understand how we got to this point. To fully grasp the present, one must first understand the past. So, what led to the current situation in Gaza? Our chronicle begins with the initial conflict between Israel and Hamas. Tensions escalated dramatically, with both sides exchanging threats and provocations. The situation reached a boiling point when Israel launched a ground invasion of Gaza, marking a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict. During this ground invasion, the Israeli Defense Forces, or IDF, faced fierce resistance. Their elite helicopter search and rescue unit, the 669 unit, was thrust into action, evacuating 260 wounded soldiers. This operation was no small feat, with the unit conducting 150 ground and rescue operations since the war began. Meanwhile, Gaza was bearing the brunt of the conflict. Shifa Hospital in Gaza City, in particular, was hit hard. The hospital faced power cuts and supply shortages, with over 250 patients with severe wounds remaining stranded. The situation was so dire that 31 premature babies in critical condition due to dehydration, hypothermia, and sepsis had to be evacuated. The conflict took an even darker turn when Israeli forces entered the hospital in search of Hamas operations. The World Health Organization reported unsanitary conditions at the hospital, with patients in urgent need of evacuation. Israel claimed Hamas used the hospital as a command post, citing evidence of tunnels and foreign hostages. Hamas, however, denied these allegations. These events have shaped the current situation in Gaza, a complex and ongoing conflict with many facets. Let's revisit the main points we've discussed. Firstly, we delved into the current situation in Gaza, focusing particularly on the critical condition of Shifa Hospital. 31 premature babies were evacuated due to severe health concerns like dehydration, hypothermia, and sepsis. Yet, over 250 patients with severe wounds remained stranded amidst power cuts and supply shortages. We then unfolded the timeline of events leading up to this crisis. Central to this was the Israeli forces' entry into the hospital in search of Hamas operations. This development sparked international debates, with critics condemning Israel for endangering civilians. Simultaneously, the IDF's elite helicopter search and rescue unit, the 669 unit, had been actively evacuating wounded soldiers from the battlegrounds. Their efforts have led to the rescue of 260 soldiers during the ground invasion of Gaza. We also touched on the alleged use of the hospital as a Hamas command post, which has only added to the complexities of this critical situation. Through understanding the past, we can hope to navigate the complexities of the present and work towards a better future.